our new channel, VantalaGola. I am here to guide you how to make a pizza at your home without an oven. So, without a further delay, let's get started.
Now let's see what the ingredients are. Yeast mixed with warm water, sugar and salt, 1 tablespoon of oil, maida 500 grams, 5 tomatoes, 4 onions, green chilies, garlic, mozzarella cheese, paneer, salt, chili powder, coriander powder, and last but not least, garam masala. First we'll see how to make the base bread. Take 500 grams of maida in a big bowl and add yeast mixed with warm water, salt and sugar. Now mix the maida until it becomes a fine dough. While mixing the dough, add 1 tablespoon of oil. So mix the dough well until you get this consistency. Now cover the dough with a wet cloth and let it ferment. The dough for our base bread is ready. Now let's make the sauce for it. For the sauce, we have to cut the vegetables into smaller pieces. So cut 3 onions and 4 tomatoes into smaller pieces for the sauce. And for the toppings, cut these vegetables into longer slices. Now, take a pan and add 1 tablespoon of oil in it and let it heat for some time. Now add the small chopped onions in it. Let these onions fry for some time. And then add chopped garlic, chopped chilies and mix them well. Remember guys, the dough which we made and the quantities which I have mentioned earlier is for to make 4 pizzas. So with these quantities we can make 4 pizzas. Now add some salt, garam masala, coriander powder, chili powder and mix them well. After mixing well, add tomato ketchup, and chopped tomatoes. And mix it well. If you want, you can add some water so that it is well cooked. You see, for a pizza, the sauce is the main ingredient. While this is cooking, let me tell you an interesting fact. In those days in Italy, the poor people who cannot afford to buy food used to slice tomatoes and place it on the dough and bake it and eat it. This might sound crazy, but this was pizza. This is how it was invented. It is because they thought that tomatoes were poisonous, and so that is why pizza was considered cheap in those days. After it is well cooked, place it aside and let it cool. Now let's see our dough. After 4 hours of fermenting, the dough becomes puffed up and aerated well. You see those bubbles? This is the sign that it is puffed up and well fermented. Now let us take it and make some bread. Take a steel plate and apply some oil on it. This oil will prevent the dough from sticking to it. You see, we need to use a steel plate because we are going to make a pizza without an oven. So after applying the oil, sprinkle some suji on it. This suji also prevents the dough from sticking to the plate. sprinkle some dough and take a dough which is the size of a hand. As the dough is fermented, it becomes so sticky. So by sprinkling the flour, we make it less stickier. So this helps us to roll the dough. Now roll the dough into a circle as thin as you can. Even if it is thin, as the dough is fermented, when it is baked, the dough becomes a puffed bread. So you don't need to worry about the size. So roll it into a thin circle. Now place it on the steel plate. If it is not a circle, you can adjust it on the plate. Take a fork and make some holes in it. These holes spread the heat evenly into the dough and helps it to bake. Well, now comes our favorite part, spreading the sauce. After the sauce is cool, we can spread the sauce on the dough. Another interesting part is the topping of pizza. You can top anything on the pizza, any vegetables. For this video, I have topped onions, tomato and capsicum. You can add paneer, non-vegetarians can add chicken, and the main thing everyone loves about pizza is the mozzarella cheese. You can grate the mozzarella cheese or cut it into cubes and place it on the pizza, and that's it. Now our pizza is ready to be baked. Now let's go. Take a big pan or a frying pan or a dosa pan, heat it and place our steel plate with the pizza on it. Cover the pan and the pizza with a big plate and place some weights on it. Bake the pizza for 10 to 15 minutes, and after that you will find yourself seeing a beautiful cheesy and spicy pizza in front of your eyes. That's how you make a pizza without an oven. Thank you guys. I hope you like this video. Make sure to like, share, and the most important thing, subscribe our channel. Thank you.